Okay, so you've learned all about the various elements and functionality of automations. Now I'm going to cover how and why you should always test your automations before publishing them to your contacts. The automation builder is a powerful tool and it has a lot of moving pieces. And anytime there's a lot of variables like that, there's a chance that you missed out on something in your build or your design. Testing allows you to catch errors before you embarrass yourself in front of leads and clients. By testing, you can avoid things like wrong emails, bad flow, inconsistent outcomes, or black holes where contacts go to get lost. These are the steps that you'll take in order to test your automations. First, you're going to copy your automation. Then we're going to edit or delete your wait elements. Then we're going to create a test contact, followed by triggering your automation, then reviewing the steps, then we're going to achieve the goals, and finally, review again. Okay, so first you need to set up the environment for testing our automation. Testing an automation might seem tricky at first since automations often depend on contacts' actions and large windows of time. And what I mean by that is this. Let's say you have a bi-monthly newsletter scheduled for the rest of the year. You don't want to take a year testing it though, obviously. But there are ways to test things without having to wait the full length of time that your automation needs to run. The first thing to do is copy your automation, because we're going to make some changes to it in order to test it. And it's too easy to forget to change things back before you publish it to your contacts. So, check the box next to your automation and click Copy. Easy. Now let's edit or delete your wait elements. You can open up your waits and edit them down to just minutes rather than hours or days. So for example, you can take a 1-day wait and change it into a 15-minute wait, or frankly, you can just go ahead and delete it if you'd rather. Moving on to step 3, let's create a test contact. First, you'll want to make yourself a contact in the system. And there are many ways to do this, and how you should do it kind of depends on the automation that you're testing. If you're testing a new lead automation where a contact is filling out a form for the first time, you can simply fill out the form yourself. But if you're testing an automation for existing contacts, you might just want to go ahead and create yourself manually as a contact. Just click on New Contact and fill out the basics. All right, let's move on to step 4, triggering your automation. Do this by accomplishing whatever your initial trigger is. If it's a form fill out the form. If it's a page visit, visit the page. If it's a purchase, you can either log a purchase within your contact record or better yet, just buy the thing and refund yourself later. After you've triggered the automation, you can go into performance mode and set your time window to today, and you should see yourself in the automation data. All right, next up is step 5, review the steps. And I don't mean the steps we just went over in this video. What I mean is, let's review each step in your automation. Ask yourself these questions. Did you get the emails you were supposed to get? Did the task to your sales rep fire? Did your webhook run? Check all of your actions. Okay, now step 6, achieve the goals. If you have more than one goal, you may need to test your automation many times. Or you can just trigger each goal one after another if your goal settings allow for that. This can come in many different forms. Things like purchasing a product, completing a task with a particular outcome, visiting a page, changing a field, etc. Just remember that certain actions like page visits can take up to 15 minutes to show up in the contact record, and only then will the goal trigger be activated. With whatever it is your automation is trying to accomplish, ask yourself, did the subsequent actions happen, and did they happen in the right order? Finally, we're at step 7, which is to simply review again. And I know this is a lot of double checking, but it's worth your time. Let's go back and check performance mode again and see if our contacts got moved to the right place. Does the contact exist anywhere else on the map simultaneously because of an add here again type situation? And was that intended? Okay, your next step at this point would be to make tweaks to your original automation based on what you found in the test. Then you should be ready to publish.